Live and Learn is your latest, but you do have another one coming, which I'm looking forward to. Boom, son.
Boom, son.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I felt like on this album that you evolved somehow from your last two albums. Like you got out of the hideout and like you ventured into the wide world, and you become more confident. You're starting to fight back. You've become a bit more mature, and your songs, your words are coming from your guts. Like I felt your voice change a little bit because you're like, you're going to hear me. This is what I got to say. There's like so many songs on this album that I like. There's Decipher This, Nothing's Forever, Dazed and Confused. I really love that's really cool. I mean it's about Mary Jane, but it's got it's awesome.
Get up and leave you, but I love you, little Miss Mary Jane, every day.
So you got politicians block opinions as they watch their wallets thinking. I like that.
I like that line too, yeah.
Every thought of mine's explicit, so be careful while you listen. Yeah. Forever stressing that he won't become the person that he's meant to be.
Yeah,
Is that about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is, you know, like that song is about me, but it's more of like, I guess that's what I was saying before, like it was rap, you can talk about, like I can talk about how I felt at a certain time, you know what I mean? Because like there's even a thing in there where I say something, I say two very uncomplimentary things about my mother and my brothers. Yeah. Picture it when you're a teenager and you have an argument with your mum.
Yeah.
And you run into a room or something, or like, you know, I didn't like, this made it sound really bad, like I like ran into a room, but like I'd go to my room. Exactly, yeah, exactly. But like I'd go into my room or something, and just picture when you go into a room and you're angry or something like that. For people that don't make that music, they sort of just sit on that feeling. Like, you just kind of stole that beat from YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, but I made the song good, and if you make the song good, then, you know, you're kind of complimenting that person and being like, you know, but paying homage. Like, there's a lot of people that do it with mixtapes and stuff, and I think that's why
that's why I call it mixtapes.
Yeah, so that's why they're mixtapes, and they're just like, you know, they're just not original beats. Mixtapes, honestly, these days, especially these days, is for you to put something out, so producers can go, hey, that's pretty good, or you can be like, hey, check out my stuff, and then you can start working on their beats. And that's what a lot of people in America do. It's literally just release a mixtape, and then you'll hopefully be able to start working, and then you move on to an album. You know, it's kind of like a game sort of thing to get up there. Like, producers are a lot more expensive than people expect. Like, people just think that, I don't know, half people that speak to me just like, oh, what, like, that person's not just gonna, like, let you do it. And I'm like, well...
They sort of do it for a living.
They've spent, like, you know, 16 hours in a room doing this beat and probably turned their computer off 3 times because it's exporting so slowly and it just keeps freezing. And, like, I've been in so many bad positions like that and seen people do it. And what, I'm just going to be like, yeah, like, just give it to us for $10, man. You know what I mean? Like,
you've got 2 songs which I like to put next to each other. Get Lost. Which is like...
The 3rd song I ever made.
It's nasty, but it's good.
I want you, I got to get you, not through rap, through love and...
which is a beautiful love song. Your heartbeat calms me in a minute, and grief is gone. I want to get you, not through rap, through love and rescue.
Yeah. It was mostly about my girlfriend that I've had now. We've been together for over 3 years.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, well... I just got older, and I just remember hearing that beat, and I was just like, it's the chorus. She said something about like sitting there sort of all night talking to you on the phone. And when we met, like we actually met over Facebook, just randomly on a status or something, and we talked to each other on the phone for like a whole year before we even met each other, just like every night. Like I was going to school like with like no sleep, like falling asleep in class and shit just from talking to her, but just couldn't wait till I could get home to talk to her again, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, I guess it just changed my opinion, you know, when you find like a woman that really like respects herself. Sometimes I feel sorry for women because a lot of other women make it really hard for them, just like men, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like men are so, you know, rah, it's like, yeah, I'm not, and I know a lot of people that aren't, but it's sad that you think that about everyone, you know. It's really hard to, when people just generalise an entire sort of gender, it makes it hard to have an argument. You're sort of like,
Yeah, I think one of your songs you said, girls that are in it for love, but you keep dating the wrong guys.
They do, yeah.
It's like,
it's mainly a part about it.
Come
Like,
on.
pretty much. Like, it's like you're complaining about guys and you're skipping all over the good guys.
Yeah.
Are you sure you really like him, or do you think maybe that you're just extremely attracted to him? Because I think that's probably what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, we all have freedom to do what we want when we're younger. You know what I mean? Like, if we
It's a learning thing, like live and learn.
live and learn, exactly.
Yes. Stop the Pain, featuring Divine.
Okay, like I said, we both know, rappers always know what each other is talking about. He basically hit me up and it was just like, I had this issue. He had told me about it before that, and he was like, I think he said that they knew each other and then they ended up meeting up years later or something, and she had sort of a problem, and I was like, oh, you know, that sucks, man. I know many people that have done that, because I actually had a friend down in Bunbury. We were really close, and you know, she had like an overdose one day, and we're at the hospital, and I just sort of said, if you ever do this again, I can't, you know, sort of continue to do this, and you know, we don't speak anymore, which really sucks. But that was more on my part. It was about, I wrote that verse looking about 10 minutes, and it wasn't rushed. It was just like my emotions just got a bit bang on the page.
It's a song called The Illness.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine or fathom what it must be like to be in that position. They say just think, it could be worse. But how the fuck's that meant to make you feel better at first? I mean, for better or worse, you'll remember the hurt and everything you love, plus a bunch of lessons you learned.
I actually wrote that in about an hour and a half. Like, I sat there, I just sat there one night,
Same
like,
thing.
just smashed it. I was just feeling so much, and I just had that song playing, and I just went at it. Like, that's what people don't understand as well. Like, my girlfriend, it's the reason I love her so much, and she's so awesome, because you just hear a beat over and over and over, and it gets to the point where she's like, look, like, I'm really keen to hear how this song comes out, but do you reckon you could, like, maybe not show me for about 3 weeks? I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, it's cool that she gets to see that sort of stuff. But yeah, that was a massive one to me. It's a very long song, but
It is.
I got a lot out in it, and it was I'll always be really proud of that one. That one's good.
Oh, yeah, I like that one, and I think it's worth listening to. I'm not going to go into what he's saying it, because it's a journey in itself, and yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Down was that was just recorded, you know, in this sort of environment. It was actually in one of the other rooms, but it was just like, I don't know, I just kind of like wrote it, and I just, I even had like my brother, his girlfriend is like a singer and stuff as well. She's like quite, you struck a new vocal tone sort of thing in that song. He's like, you just really went hard in that, man. He was like, that was like really, and he was like showing everybody at his TAFE, and they really enjoyed it and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just think like every artist, whether it's like 20 years into your career or just at the start, everyone sort of just has that one song where they just kind of did everything kind of right, sort of thing, you know what I mean? And I just love that feel, just like, I just said things and did things even though I'd listen to it afterwards and be like, whoa. You know, I was like, that's fast. My vocal tone's weird. It sounds cool. I like this, you know what I mean? I think it's why it'll always just be one of my favourite tracks. I just sat home one day, was feeling a bit down. Yeah. Made the track, you know what I mean? And I'm always be happy with it. It's really good. And yeah, Broken's a good one as well.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and everything you feel, if it's real, will take you longer to appeal to all the deals and the thrills that bring dishonor, and then suddenly you're running free from underneath a monster. Just breathe.
I recorded that in the closet. Like I had like a studio set up in the closet a while ago, and it was like a seat like this, and then my mic was like coming from behind my computer, and my laptop was here like that, and I was just like sitting in there like this. It was crazy. Like, it's good for reverb and like you recording and stuff like that, but it was the most uncomfortable experience. But like, it helps. Okay. It was cold broken, and I essentially felt like I had broken something getting out of the closet. You know what I mean? Like, my legs were killing me. But yeah. Well,
I think you're awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm encouraging everybody to listen to your music.
That's great.
It's all with emotion, with your heart on your sleeve, and you're an incredible rapper.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And I love your style, and I can't wait to hear more. Thank you very much. We're out.
Cool.
I know, they know, and we know it's great, it's so supreme, yo. Please don't be wasting my time. I'm here to stay in my prime. I know, they know, and we know it's good, it's all just a dream. So keep still and stay on that grind. Take it one day at a time.